We have fun. We get our work done. We go home at noon feeling like we did something.
We're sharing amongst everybody, trying to make a good organization around everybody so that nobody goes without food.
Access to a hot cup of coffee and a meal every morning can be make or break, right? You full bellies, right? You've got the opportunity to go on with your day and do more. Ask you, sir, the same thing I ask every person who has come to volunteer for the day. Do you need anything for home?
When I first started, we were just servicing Quinte region, which was us at Gleaners Food Bank, Sterling, Picton, Deserano, Cloyne, and Wellington food banks. Now we are servicing over 25 other food banks, plus as well as all the different food places here, all the different meal programs, the schools. Due to the connections we have now with Mississauga Food Bank and Trenton Cold Storage, Kellogg's, Sprague Foods, we get a lot of bulk donations, so we're able to share those bulk donations with everybody else. We're working closely with Trenton Food Bank as well, so if Trenton gets some big, large donations, they ship some to us, and we do the same. We're trying to get it so that food banks are no longer keeping everything and holding on to it. We're sharing amongst everybody, trying to make a good organization around everybody so that nobody goes without food. A lot of the stuff here is stuff that was donated from Mississauga Food Bank. We get lots of rice. We always get tons of rice. We get tons of pasta. We get kettle chips. We get anything to deal with Pepperidge Farms. Again, we have the milk farmers of Ontario who give us donations. We have the chicken farmers of Ontario that give us donations. We have the egg farmers of Ontario that give us donations. It's not a lot, but it does help. We do have to purchase a lot of our milk. We do have to purchase a lot of our meats. We never really get a lot of meat protein, so it's always nice to be able to purchase that. If we have the money, if we have the funding, we're always looking for funding to be able to get food.
One really cool part of my job, I'm volunteer coordinator, which is kind of like HR for the volunteers. I always tell them their happiness is my job, because really I want them to have a really fun day here and be engaged. So I kind of feel like a little bit of a cheerleader sometimes. And I really love getting to be the momentum that keeps us all going. Today, that's snacks and coffee and conversation, really, team building, community building. Behind me, I keep on my wall all of the thank you cards that people give me. Everybody who's volunteered with me means a lot to me. It means we've engaged at some point and we've come together over community building, and that we've formed a bond, joint missionship, really.
Well, my name's Jude, and I'm a volunteer here at the food bank. I'm retired. I was enjoying my life, and I thought, I need to do something else. I want to do something for Belleville. I like to be physical. I like to move around. So I came and I talked to Bridget, and she was great. She right away, yes, we can use you, yes. And I said, I'm very strong. I want to be physical, lift things, move things, help make decisions, because I'm used to running a big company. And she said, yes, please, come work with me. I want you, I love you. So I came and I work in hampers. So I come 3 mornings a week and I make the hampers that go out to our clients. And I kind of have fun with it. I bring my own music. I have my own playlists. We get our work done. We go home at noon feeling like we did something, like we contributed, we helped out the community. I got a good workout. I got my steps in, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to work here. I am really thankful for Bridget for taking me on and letting me add another chapter to my life.
Yeah.
One thing I get to do at Gleaners is discover more ways that volunteers can be involved at Gleaners. There's so much to be done here, and we're all working so hard that it takes someone to stop and look around and go, okay, there's more jobs that could be done here. There's more people that could come in. Gleaners keeps a really small staff on purpose. The less overhead, the less salary we're paying, the more donations go right to buying food. If people don't donate fresh produce, we're purchasing it, right? We have to give people a balanced diet. One thing that I'm working on this week that all of you that are listening to this could think about, we're looking at how we can get food hampers to the people in our community who can't make it to Gleaners, right? People can't always leave their house to go get food, whether it's groceries or their food hamper. So one thing we're currently volunteer hiring for is delivery driver. I'd love our community members to think, do I have a few hours and be free in the morning or the afternoon? Come, you can drive our Gleaners van, little minivan. It's not too scary. It's not a big delivery van. Maybe put 5 hampers in it, take them to a community in our city and personally connect a client with food, right? So I've done deliveries before, and I think it's really neat. There's been a gentleman with one leg and an ostomy bag who lived in a basement apartment. He was not coming to Gleaners to get his food. He didn't have family members to bring it to him. So the other option was us bringing it, right? We brought it or he didn't get it. So these delivery driver positions that we're hiring for, it may seem simple, spend, a morning a week and take 5 people a box of food. But really what you're doing is connecting someone who has no opportunity to get food with the opportunity to get food. If someone wants to be a volunteer at Gleaners, we do it a little bit professionally. You can't just show up and start volunteering, and that's because it's important for me to make sure our community knows that they are receiving their food with dignity and compassion, and the mentality of, oh, they're poor, they'll eat what they get. That's no longer the case, right? When you don't have a lot of options or choices, any time that we can provide those options and choices are really important. So volunteers, they apply, they come in, we meet, we chat. I like to know what skills they have, what skills they'd like to work on. Maybe you are a loyalist student who would like to practice some of the skills you are building at school. Maybe you're new in your career path and you want to test out some of your ideas before you actually implement them. There's all kinds of reasons people come, and I kind of like to know why they want to volunteer so that I can help engage them so that it's meaningful to them, right? This has to be a mutually beneficial relationship. Yes, I'm getting your work and your labor, but I also am here to care about why you're here and what I can do to make your life better. And then we're going to ask you to do a criminal record check, and it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. We're going to work with everybody. So our cafe is staffed by 2 volunteers every day. I like to say that their smile can be the difference for some people, right? If you have had a rough night sleeping outside, having access to a hot cup of coffee and a meal every morning can be the make or break, right? Full bellies, right? You've got the opportunity to go on with your day and do more. It's also a great way for us to engage with the community in a sense that people can ask us, do you know where to get? I need help with, right? And we can help them engage with those services. But really, as a coffee drinker, I just think of how I would feel if I were not able to access my morning cup of coffee, right? And it's also nice to see people out there supporting each other. And it's not just people who are unhoused who are coming for coffee in the morning. I tell a lot of parents, if you've got time to stop here on your way to the bus or to school, it is a full packed lunch. We've got granola bar, a piece of cheese, a sandwich, maybe a juice box. So never think that you can't access a lunch for your child. We've got sandwiches and granola bars right up front here. Stop on your way to school, fill up their lunch, and they can have a great day. think one of the things that makes me especially great at being a coordinator at the food bank is that I consider myself just the same as the people I am here to serve. I am here to tell their story. I am a single mom. I know what it's like to maybe not have a house that fits my needs, or maybe skip a meal so that my children can eat. I'm good at my job because I'm no different than anybody else who comes here to receive food. And I think the message that I'm really hoping to spread through my involvement at Gleaners is that the food bank is for everyone. Whether you are in desperate need of food, we can help with that. Maybe you're a family that just wants to learn how to budget, right? We've got one free grocery shop down. You guys figure the other 3 out, and then we can put that into our budget. I'm here to represent the community and to represent the volunteers and bring them together. I have the ability to gather the people and gather the food, and then when we put them together, we're solving a problem. But when our whole community is fed, then our whole community can do great things. And communities who are well fed actually have less homelessness, less crime, less drugs, because people are able to have abundant lives. Then it's interesting because I did social anthropology in university, and one of the things that I studied was the culture of food and how our whole existence of human beings has been created around food. So can you imagine not having food when your whole species as humans has been created around the culture of food, right? We're sad, we have a meal. We're happy, we have a meal. Birthdays, funerals, weddings, it's all food, right? And when you don't have access to that, you feel left out. You're missing just such an integral part of who you are as a human being, right? And so by allowing people, that's what we're here today about. We're here about food. So whether you are hungry and need food, then we're here for that. Or if you've got lots of your own food, then you can come here and take part in making sure that other people get food.